And now Atlantic looking for a quick response. A shot off the stick of Mitchell Gold, turned away. The goaltenders, by the way, Team Atlantic, Ethan Lewis. And for the Scrappers, it's number 31, Maverick Fletcher. Collision behind the Scrappers' net as they pick up the puck and play it off the glass. They can't clear, however. It's held in by Terrence Toney. Meantime, Gold is double teamed as his teammate Maximus Augustine comes to help alongside the boards. And it just leaves the zone as Josh Ingram is forced to dump it back in. Picked off towards the net. Bouncer! Steered aside by Fletcher. And here comes the Scrappers. Colin Moses had his zone entry broken up. And now it's Ingram behind his net, feeds it up. Flip pass on the near side. Corralled off the boards by Easton Ward, number 17. Meantime, Devin Chena slaps it back into Atlantic territory. And just like that, Atlantic is in Scrappers territory. Back we go into the neutral zone. I told you, there'd be a lot of speed in this one. Here's a shot. And it goes into the netting and out of play. 3.5 minutes gone in the opening frame. Face off to the left of Lewis. Here comes a shot from the point, just off the mark. Had a seeing eye to it. That was Nate Lazarus, one of the more mobile defensemen in this event. Lazarus again sent it in deep. Peterman looking for another one. And that rises over the net. Back to the point. Kicked aside by Lewis. And icing will be the call. Face-off coming back to Atlantic territory. Ingram starts the zone exit. Oh, what a great pass and transition in a Sam Hope finds Alex Christmas, the captain, in a play that started behind the Atlantic net, and we are tied at ones. That was just tremendous 200 feet play. With some touch passing to boot. So we're level at once. And back come the Scrappers. That's broken up as Nolan Newton was driving the net. Here they come again. Lincoln Moore out there, number 34. Look out for him. Plethora of goals scored during the round robin portion. As Marcellus Francis plays it over to Groix. Francis. Back into Atlantic territory. Moore on the forecheck. Big hit on Francis. But the Francis's credit gets right back. And then Moore takes a hit from Ingram. Looking behind him. He might have got a paddle on it. Marcellus Francis now for Atlantic. The other way, shot steered aside. Hope picks up the rebound and loses his helmet after taking a hit from Moore, and that will force a stoppage of play. So we continue with the first two periods being 12 minutes running time. Third period, 12 minutes with stop time. And if we go to overtime, I'll tell you all about how that works if we get there. Lazarus off the glass. And here comes Moses. That shot stopped by Lewis. Lazarus again gets around the check. We're trying to push it towards the front of the net. Look at that. Maintaining possession. That's deflected. Just wide. Good chance there for Blaze Chichu. Lazarus again. Lewis saw that all the way, and he'll hang on for a whistle. So the breakdown for tomorrow's championship games, we will be on the air at 9 a.m. with the female bronze medal game. Then it's the male bronze medal game, then the female gold and male gold medal games in that order. So 4 games back to back. Meantime, that's knocked down with a high stick. That was number 10, Kendrick Marshall, will have a whistle. Team Atlantic in the female division stunned in overtime today by Team Free Agents 1. So Team Free Agents 1 will take on One Nation for gold. One Nation is clearly the class of that division. Meantime, here's Hope dropping it back for Christmas. Shot blocked. Lazarus getting in the way. And the gold medal game for the females will be Free Agents 1 against One Nation. Bronze, Atlantic versus Free Agents 2. So there you have it. So the Free Agents are guaranteed to grab 2 spots on the podium in the female division. Another icing call. Brings us down to 2:30 remaining in this opening frame. And a whistle. Newton off the draw, loses it. Francis will play it over to Ingram as they break out. Here comes Christmas down the opposite wing, being watched. By the defense. Flip into the neutral zone. They can't get it out. Hope to Francis. Back to Hope. High slot shot stopped by Fletcher. He was ready for that one. So you can see that tandem of 77 and 81 on Team Atlantic. They have that chemistry. They can dish the puck back and forth. They both have terrific shots. They can do some damage. No doubt about it. Lazarus picks it up behind his own net. Looking for options. And finds one in Newton. Here comes Newton. Lazarus joins in to help Newton. Kind of looking for Biederman, but it was nowhere near the front of the slot. Ingram under some pressure, maintains possession, and here comes Atlantic. Lazarus plays it off the glass. Drop pass made there by Tyson Scott. Walking in with Jordan McLeod. And Lewis will hang on for a whistle. 30 seconds left in the period, and the seconds continue to tick. Chance for one last draw in this frame. Won by Atlantic. Good job there. But Lewis had to be ready. As Jordan McLeod was bearing down. First period comes to an end. We're tied at ones. A great opening frame, and we'll be back with more after this break.
Are you looking for a career in the salon industry? Check out Aveda Institute Winnipeg in the Exchange. What sets us apart is our student mentorship program, 95% placement rate after graduation, real-world salon experience, and network of 7,000 salons and spas. You will learn creative cut and coloring, latest trends and techniques, social media marketing, fashion shows, photo shoots, and more. Now accepting applications for 2018, so check us out and book your tour today. Aveda Institute Winnipeg. Hair school the way it should be.
Welcome back, everyone. Day 3 of 4. The Indigenous Junior Hockey Championships. Great semifinal action here in the male division. Moose Cree and Atlantic tied at ones. Their goal scorers, Billy Biederman and Alex Christmas. Biederman for Moose Cree, Christmas for Atlantic. Board battle. Long stretch pass broken up. Nice job there by Tannen Iserhoff. Iserhoff breaking up a path in the neutral zone. That was Gold trying to get to it. Iserhoff was having none of it. There's a chance in front. Biederman stopped. It goes out of play. Newton loses the draw to Christmas. Chipped off the boards. Just over a minute gone in this middle frame. Christmas looking for Francis. Puck bouncing around a little bit. Flip pass. Oh, Newton would have been gone. And with his speed, no one would have caught him. Great defensive play by Terrence Toney to prevent that from happening. So we'll drop the puck in the neutral zone. You see on the right side of our screen on the glass, several members of Akwesasne looking on. There's a chance between the legs. Lincoln Moore with the tweener attempt. We saw one of those earlier today. Tyne-Danica Bandits, number 87, Aiden Belanger tried one to no avail. Biederman against Hope on the draw. Atlantic pokes it off the boards. Here they come. Out of the reach of Christmas. And he'll battle for possession with Lazarus. Biederman kicks it up to Newton. Newton runs into Francis, and then Hope puts the big hit. On the defenseman. That pass just out of the reach of Lincoln Moore. That was Brady Bouchard who took that hit moments ago. Francis now gets around Lazarus, looking for Hope in front, but it goes off the leg. Here come the Scrappers the other way. That pass gets away from Moses. And it's fed back to Lazarus. Lazarus up ahead. Corralled. But regained by Team Atlantic. Hope, Christmas, Francis, shot, save made. Maverick Fletcher hangs on. As we approach the 4-minute mark of this second period. Team Atlantic, I guess just getting their lines sorted out here for this next face-off, which Gold will take against Moses. No, he will not. Got the boot. As is Terrence Toney instead taking the draw. Towards the net it goes, and it's blockered out of play. And they're going to say glove pass. So we'll drop the puck in the neutral zone. Now Gold steps in against Moses. Bask, number 57, Nick Bask. He scored in today's win over the Bandits, looking for more. Carries it in, taken down. As Devin Chena gotten away. And here's Augustine. Dumps it into the corner. Gold forced off, and Gold rides his opponent into the end boards. That's number 71, Tyler Nisserhoff. And another deflection into the netting as we hit the midway point of this second period. Still tied at 1. Some solid goaltending so far from both Ethan Lewis and Maverick Fletcher. Christmas will take the draw against Biederman. The two captains. Christmas comes out on top, wins it back to Ingram. Long shoot in, handled by Fletcher. And it's Brady Bouchard now who will lead it out. Lincoln Moore on the far side corrals it. Gets around Francis, cuts, shoots, and he ends up behind the net, as does the puck. Battling with Ingram for possession. There's a broken stick. Lincoln Moore broke his stick and he chucks it away. Atlantic bench is furious. That should be a 2-minute penalty. Or maybe they will get one. Yep. So they did catch him in the end, although it took some time. Because he was playing with that broken stick for a good at least 5 seconds. And he kind of just chucked it in frustration afterwards. And you could see the evidence of the blade. It was right there on the ice on its own. So a power play opportunity for Atlantic in the late stages of the second period to potentially take the lead. Out there with Francis, Christmas, and Gold. Ingram's shot kicked away by Fletcher, picked up by Hope. Hope spins and feeds it down low to Francis. Francis behind the net. What are his options? There's Christmas. Top of the faceoff circle to the point. Ingram. He's going to let it go off a leg and out of play. Good block from Newton. So another face-off in Scrappers territory. And it's won by the Scrappers. However, kept in by Christmas. And across he goes to Hope. Hope looking around. Francis circling. Sends it over to Christmas on the near side. Ingram to Hope. Biederman aggressive, playing up high on the PK. Here's Hope again. Hope across. Francis just can't get a good deflection away. And Lazarus will send it down the length, eating up some valuable seconds. Ingram back to Francis as he crosses the center red line. However, the Warriors were a step offside. Maybe one lateral movement too many on the zone entry. Christmas kind of just shopped it towards Lazarus as Lazarus is pressured by Kendrick Marshall. Francis with the shot, but Fletcher and makes the glove save. Under 2 minutes remaining in the middle stanza, 30 seconds left in the Lincoln Moore penalty. I'm not really a betting man, but my guess is he'll stay on the ice instead of going to the bench. Hope. Francis slightly rolled off his stick, but he gets it back. Francis back to Hope. Towards the slot, broken up, and it will leave the zone. Good work there, as always, by Lazarus. Ingram to Christmas. And this penalty is over. Lincoln Moore is back on the ice with a new stick and everything. Ingram in deep towards the net, too sharp of an angle. Hangs on to it. That's poked out by Lazarus. Race for the puck. Francis had to be quick and send it back in deep as Lincoln Moore was right there. Final minute of the second. And play is whistled down. Newton is trying to get at it. He gets tangled up. Meantime, here's Biederman with a shot. And that's off the netting and out of play. 15 seconds left. That may very well do it for this second period. We will go to the third period, all tied up at once for a chance to meet Akwesasne in tomorrow's gold medal game. You're watching continuing coverage of the National Indigenous Junior Hockey Championships on WSBN.TV. And we're back. Buckle up. Third period. Here we go. 1-1 tie between Team Atlantic and Moose Cree. Puck deep in the Scrappers' end, and here comes Lazarus. He has that ability to go to full 200 feet, and they're going to call it offside as Chichu was across the line. So the clock does stop in this third period. That's 30 seconds elapsed thus far. Lazarus had it poked away by Gold. Good forecheck there. And Gold stays on the forecheck, causing some trouble to Bouchard. Basque centering feed. That one off a leg. And the Scrappers are able to clear. Lazarus. Up ahead. Ten and Izerov had the puck poked away. Oh. Oh. A turnover, a costly one from Josh Ingram as he just fanned on the pass. And the captain, Billy Biederman, has his second of the game. And it's that all-important go-ahead goal in the third period. That one coming at the 1:20 mark. Lazarus. Francis under some pressure. So we'll see what Atlantic has in terms of a potential response here. Here's Lazarus. Lincoln Moore now. Skates it in. Unable to deke it around. Ingram, who you know more than anyone wants to atone for that mistake. Centering feed. Hope. Marcellus Francis, that did not take long. 35 seconds later. How's that for a response? Hope and Christmas will pick up the assists. And it's Deuces Wild. Just shy of the 2-minute mark of this third period. All square once again. Bouchard brings it across the red line. He'll carry it in himself. Puts a shot on net. Lewis makes the save. Face-off coming up to the right of Lewis. Biederman, hat-trick watch, that shot. Waffled aside. Biederman again! That misses. He has that quick release. Hope now. Oh, he was looking to get home free. That could have been dangerous for the Scrappers. Here comes Hope. Now he's trying to get home free. Opposite wing. Can't make the cut as he gets into a battle with Caden Katapatuk. And Biederman again. Over to Newton. Biederman driving the net. Here's Newton. Some good defensive coverage, however, from Marcellus Francis. Author of the 2-2 goal. Christmas keeping it in deep, gets it right back from Tony. Peterman trying to sneak it past Ingram. Nothing doing. Ingram is more than atoned for his miscue. Been playing a very solid defense since, and he has been throughout the entire tournament. Lazarus again going for a skate, checked by Ingram. Back to the point. Isherhoff able to keep it in. Sean Gagnon, number 24, hovering around the front. Loose puck, neutral zone. Talon Isherhoff had to be quick to react. 4 minutes gone in this third period. Tied at 2, semifinal. The winner plays Akwesasne for gold tomorrow. Here comes Atlantic. The shot from Marshall is stopped. And that will result in some minor pushing and shoving. Nothing more than just that. Lazarus kind of just blew a tire on his own behind the net. Gets right back up. Pass made by Tony. Now it's Gold in the corner. Takes a bump from Lazarus. Now it's Marshall in front. But the Atlantic player, Aiden G, was tied up in the slot. Gold brings it back in, drops off for Aiden G. Gold spins. Gets it to Fast. And now it's Lazarus for the Scrappers. In he comes. Backhand kicked aside by Lewis. Sam Hope, outlet pass, and it's tapped into the neutral zone. Here's Scott behind the net now. Centering pass broken up and frozen by Lewis for a whistle just shy of the halfway point of this third period. Still tied at 2. There's a quick shot off the draw. That's handled. And we'll do it all over again. Look where Lincoln Moore 34 is positioned. Left-handed shot off the draw. See there, right there. Peterman wins it back to him. He just couldn't get a good shot away, but you can tell that was the plan all along. Here's Moore. He's going to speed it back in. Has Newton and Peterman with him. Newton, sharp angle pass towards Peterman. Atlantic players paying special attention to Peterman. He's got both goals for the Scrappers. Now it's Francis the other way. Fresh off his equalizer. Pass broken up. Moore up ahead for Peterman. Can he get around Ingram? He can. Newton also in there. Backhand. Misses wide. Peterman taken down. And now it's Christmas in the neutral zone. He'll circle back and leave it for Ingram. Cross pass. Bounces away from Hope. Lazarus clears and is picked up again by Basque. Here's Newton. He can go fast. Case in point right here. Forced wide. Behind the net. What does he have? Not much. He really ran out of room, and that shot was well off the mark. Shot from the point from Bouchard is stopped by Lewis. .507 to go. will go to overtime. If things stay this way. Lots can change, of course. Dump down deep. Will it be icing? It will. As we're down to exactly 5 minutes on the clock. Shot off the draw. Misses the mark. Bouchard keeps it in. By Lewis. You're hearing some shrieks from the fans, slash parents and friends, family members in attendance. They're nervous. Almost as much as the players. Gieserhoff, sharp angle. Lewis gets a piece of it. It's restored the Scrappers lead with 4:30 remaining in regulation. Newton will face off against Hope. Ingram under some pressure from Biederman. And now it's Marcellus Francis. He tied it earlier in this period, and you know he'd love to do it again. But that shot is handled by Fletcher. 4:16 to go. Lincoln Moore has it. Chased by Ingram. Biederman trying to head towards the net. Lazarus in there as well. Biederman just missing the hat trick. He was left wide open and had more than enough time to get a good release again. Meantime, Lincoln Moore got into it with Ingram as number 34 heads off. Up ahead. It's Hope. Lost at the last second. Tries to get it back. Lazarus chipping away at it. Here's Hope. Rebound cleared. Great chance. Puck stays in the Scrapper zone. Not for long. As it's sent down the length, it will be an icing call. So it will promptly return to Scrappers territory. 3:19 left on the clock. Here comes the shot. Is Tyson Scott blocking the shot from Tony. Great defensive play. Trying to preserve that one-goal lead. 3 minutes to go. Bouchard. To Chena. So he goes back into Atlantic territory. Close range chance for Moses. Lewis is there at the pad save. Francis now. Here he goes. Trying to get around the D. He does. Backhand feed towards Hope. But he wasn't in the right spot in the slot. Christmas spins around. Gets it to Hope. That pass intended for Francis broken up. Now it's Bask. Centering feed broken up. Ingram intentionally plays it to the corner. Puck battle continues. And Chena is able to knock it out. 2 minutes remaining. Lazarus corrals it off the boards, goes behind the net, centering feed. his team in it. That could have very well been curtains had that gone in. 1:40 to go. Keep an eye on Ethan Lewis. When does he head to the bench for an extra attacker? 90 seconds left. Francis up ahead. It's Kendrick Marshall drawing it back for Christmas. Block. Lewis to the bench. Extra attacker on. Hits the glass. Newton now tries to flip it out. Kept in. Lincoln Moore will flip it into the neutral zone. Newton giving chase to Francis. Francis there just in time. And Peterman from his own end will send it deep, but it's an icing call. Probably not what he wanted to do. 58 seconds to go in the third period. And timeout is called. We'll go over some final strategy. The crowd has got louder and louder as this third period has gone on. The shrieks of anxiousness, you could almost call it. Gold will take the draw. Well, so is Francis right behind him. Lazarus off the glass, it will get out. Does it have enough for icing? Yes, it does. That only takes 6 seconds off the clock. Still 52 seconds remaining. And we'll drop the puck again. We'll see the setup this time. So Gold, a right-handed shot. We'll try and win it back to either Basque or Francis, but it's a battle in the corner. Here's Basque trying to get around Newton. Christmas, Francis. I think he had a yawning cage, he just missed. And you can see him look skyward. Christmas back deep in his own end. Under 30 seconds to play. Christmas will drop it for Francis. Time is running out. Do the Warriors have an equalizer in them? That pass off the boards. Lazarus in there as well. Lincoln Moore rings it around the boards. It's held in by Bass. Francis, he's got to put it on net. He does. And the Moose Cree Junior Scrappers will hang on for a 3-2 win in what was a terrific hockey game. And you got to feel for Hope. He's so frustrated with himself. He was there. He got the shot off. Just couldn't find the back of the net. So the gold medal game is set. It'll be Moose Cree versus Akwesasne. Atlantic will battle Mistassini for bronze. And you know that's not the game they wanted to be playing in. A lot of people think that this game right here had championship game vibes. As they go through the handshake line. And of course in the female division, that's where we begin our coverage tomorrow at 9 a.m. So 9 a.m. female bronze medal game. After that, male bronze medal game. Then the female gold medal game, followed by the final event, the male gold medal game. So we got a podium spots on the line tomorrow, podium positions, and it should be a great day to wrap up this inaugural event. We've had a great time so far over the course of the first 3 days, with many thanks to all the volunteers with Hockey Indigenous for helping us do our jobs here. So that'll do it for today. We're back tomorrow at 9 a.m. For Courtney Sauve, Glenn Sauve, everybody here at WSBN TV. This is Jason Davidson saying have a pleasant afternoon, and we will see you bright and early tomorrow morning. Thanks for watching.